So we've got 4 new updates on the Galaxy S26 Ultra, and one of the most interesting ones, Samsung is finally pulling back a bit from Google. Yep, the S26 series is shaping up to be a little less Google-centric. Let's break it all down. What's up guys, Sal here. So first up, if you weren't a fan of those camera rings on the S25 Ultra, then I've got some good news for you. According to Universe, Samsung has apparently decided to ditch those rings on future models, including the S26 Ultra. Why the U-turn? Well, turns out that early Fold 7 hands-on image was legit. It was an engineering sample, and the feedback on the ring design wasn't exactly what they were hoping. So Samsung listened and tweaked the design, bring back a look more in line with the S24 Ultra, and now it seems like the S26 lineup is headed in the same direction. Not saying everyone hated the rings, but from the comments I've seen, most of you weren't exactly fans. So yeah, this is a good move. Now a few days back, I said all the chatter about Samsung removing the S Pen from the S26 Ultra was just noise, and today Universe pretty much backed that up. Samsung currently has zero plans to drop the S Pen, not for the S26 Ultra, not even for the S27 Ultra. So yeah, you can ignore anyone still pushing that rumor. Also, just a heads up, Samsung's doing a giveaway right now where you could win $5,000. All you have to do is enter your name and email. That's it, no catch, no purchase required. And if you're planning to pick one of the new foldables or watches, you'll also get a guaranteed $50 off plus some bonus perks. It's free, takes like 10 seconds, and the link's in the description, don't miss out. Moving on to RAM, because the S26 Ultra is finally going all in with 16GB. Sure, the S25 Ultra technically had a 16GB version, but it was only sold in a couple of markets like Korea and China. With the S26 Ultra, that's changing. According to data from market research, this time Samsung's making 16GB standard globally, making the first time since the S21 Ultra that we're getting a true 16GB Ultra worldwide. Why the sudden push? Well, blame or thank Apple. The iPhone 17 lineup is expected to jump to 12GB of RAM across all models. And Samsung's always made sure they stay one step ahead in the spec game, so yeah, it tracks. Now let's get into the Samsung-Google situation. If you watched the Unpacked event for the S25 Ultra, you probably noticed that nearly every major AI feature came straight from Google. Gemini handled everything, summaries, photo editing, you name it. Meanwhile, Samsung's own Bixby was pretty much invisible. At times, the S25 Ultra felt more like a Pixel Ultra than a Galaxy device. And honestly, that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Gemini is powerful, and it gave users access to some of the best AI tools out there. But that tight integration with Google, well, it's starting to loosen up. According to Bloomberg, Samsung is preparing to team up with Perplexity AI, a company known for delivering fast, accurate, and citation-backed results. And they're not just dipping their toes in, they're going all in for the Galaxy S26 lineup. Here's what's changing. First, the Perplexity app will reportedly come pre-installed on the S26, and there's a chance it could even be the default AI assistant right out of the box. Second, Samsung's internet browser will start integrating Perplexity search, meaning you won't be limited to just Google results anymore. Third, Bixby's getting an upgrade. Samsung's bringing in Perplexity to help upgrade Bixby's intelligence and capabilities. So why are they doing this, considering Gemini is doing well and in many ways better than Perplexity? Well, simple. Samsung doesn't want to be overly dependent on Google for everything AI related. Because when you rely on just one company for your core AI experience, you're basically playing by their rules. Also, this move lets Samsung build some unique AI features that won't just be carbon copies of what every other Android phone offers. And don't worry, Gemini is not going anywhere. You'll still have it as an option on the S26 Ultra. Samsung's just making sure you're not logged into it. Anyway, if you want to know what's the latest on the Z Fold 7 and a mystery Samsung foldable, click right here and I'll see you there.